Hello, my name's Jason, and welcome to another very fantastic episode of me talking about drawing. Well, I'm drawing. Let's watch what I'm doing. So here we go. I'm just sitting back having a look at myself, putting my stuff on the image, the reference image. So this is a video about 3 tips to improve your drawings for beginners. 3 tips to improve your drawings. And the first thing, tip number 1, is using toned paper. Use toned paper. The reason why I say that is because using white paper, you've got the white of the paper, which can be a little bit daunting for beginners. And it was for me. I used it and I didn't really do that well on it. And so I got toned paper, and I started to improve quite quickly with my drawings. And I was like, oh, why? why is it making my drawings better? And I think it was because when I paint, I tone the canvas. I'd make it a little bit duller, and I suppose the fact that it was similar, not the same, but similar to the painting colors that I start with, the colour, and then it goes with my tip number 2, which is use a white pencil. Yeah, use a white pencil. They are fantastic, and they are partnered with the original tip, really. It's 2 tips in one, really. And so use toned paper, use a white pencil, and then you can do your highlights. And when you're using white paper, you can't do your highlights. I mean, that's the best bit, and you can't do it. You've got to leave white paper or rub it out to leave a highlight. It's just not as fun. I like to be able to draw the highlight in. So, yeah, there's your other tip, using a white pencil. And I'm using Derwent art materials, and a helix rubber, and a white gel pen, and I'm using a dark brown. I use 2 dark brown pencils, and a pencil sharpener and a rubber. And and I'm marking in where the eyes are. So if I get where the eye placements are first, then I get a good chance of getting everything else in position. And so there's your 3rd tip. Use a ruler. Use a ruler to, when you're using reference, you've got the size and everything there. The information's there for you on your piece of paper that you printed out, or you've got out of a magazine or whatever. So you can use a ruler, and for some reason, I think I've said this before, I didn't realise that you could use all the tools that are out there to do drawings. As a beginner, I thought, well, you must have a drawing talent to do drawings and paintings and things, so you shouldn't need to use rulers. You should be able to just look at it, hold out your brush or your pencil like they do, and go, oh yes, it's that size, draw, paint. But then I was reading this book, and this woman, really good artist, said that she used a ruler when she was doing her portraits, and she used to actually put it right next to the person that she was drawing, and measure their heads, measure their eyes, and everything. If she struggled, she'd use the ruler. And I thought to myself, oh, that's a good little tip. And so I started using a ruler ever since I read that. And I'm amazed that I didn't used to, because the quality of your drawings goes up by using the ruler. So by partnering the toned paper, the white pencil, and the ruler, just made my drawings a lot better. And if you're a beginner, those 3 tips might make your drawings a lot better. And or if you could already draw, you might enjoy doing drawings on toned paper and using the white pencil. I enjoy it a lot. And I'm doing a lot more drawing again because I really feel like I need to up my game, up my skill level. And because me and Clive both been doing painting a masterpiece, and you do a little bit of study and you realise, how good these people are, these masters that we study and enjoy looking at their paintings in the gallery. And these people have worked really hard to get their craft to that level, and I thought to myself, I don't think I'm working hard enough. So I thought I would start doing drawings. So when I come home from work and get the pencils out and do a drawing, and then what should happen is my drawing skill will go into my painting, and then everything will improve. And I enjoy it as well. It's a challenge doing these drawings, but I really like the final result. A long time I just didn't have the patience to do something like this. I wouldn't have the patience to measure. I wouldn't have the patience to spend time building the picture up. I would want it done quick, fast. But you can't. Well, I can't. I need to spend a lot of time measuring it all out, getting it all right. And I always start with the eyes. Some people said that you should do the shape of the head first, but I've never been able to do it that way. I start with the eyes and nose and mouth and then work out. I don't know how you guys do it. Maybe put it in the comments. If you do a drawing of someone, do you start with the eyes, nose, mouth, or do you do the whole head? Or maybe you start with the hair? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, here I'm just building up, and what I'm trying not to do, is do detail at this point, because I need to get everything in the right place. I keep wanting to start shading and getting that white pencil out and start working on it, but if I did that, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be able to get the plottings right. If I started throwing in all the shading and things, then I wouldn't be doing all this plotting. So it's another day actually. This is day 2. Day 1 I did it evening after work. I wanted to get it started and posted it on Facebook to see if anyone could guess who I was drawing, and I was amazed that they did. So this picture will be getting posted to the lucky winner. I quite like that idea. I might do another one and just draw a little bit and then post it on Facebook and see if anyone can guess the next picture, and then I'll post that one as well. Yeah, so now I'm working on the beard bit, measuring out the beard, and going for it. So I've been doing some gardening today. I got some plants quite cheap because I need to keep the garden where I am now, I need to keep the garden tidy. It's one of the things. And I'm hoping that my plants that I put on a nice display, and then I can do some outdoor painting in my own garden. Well, hopefully, if the things grow. I've already planted some sunflowers, and they're growing nicely, so that'll be a good one to do. Maybe I could do a Van Gogh copy. Or I could do a painting of sunflowers in the style of Vincent van Gogh. I'm considering that anyway. Yeah, so I'm using I said Derwent pencils, the Coloursoft range. I really like them actually. I really like the Derwent Coloursoft pencils. I've used other pencils. I've got some Prismacolor ones. I think they're the hard version though. And I've tried this other brand. I can't remember the name now. But these, I just really like them. They just feel nice and soft. You can smudge them a little bit. You can sharpen them up nicely, and they are nice pencils. I always get a little bit sad though when one of them's getting sharpened over and over and it gets smaller and smaller. I'm like, oh. Especially if you have a set and you use, say, 2 or 3 pencils more than the rest. And those 2 or 3 pencils have sharpened and then gone, and then you got the rest of the set of pencils. And you're like, oh, well, I only really liked using those 2. But you can buy them individually, so. Although where I used to buy them, it has closed down, which is a shame. Another art shop bit the dust. So I'm bringing in the white pencil now, lightening up the eyes. I'm not pressing down too hard with it, I'm just lightly, because the good thing that I like about them, they're using a white pencil, you can do that, you can be quite light with it. So if you wanted the mid-tone to be a tiny bit lighter, you can just very softly go over with a white pencil, and it works a dream. I got a book actually a while ago. I can't remember what it's called now. I've got it somewhere. And in there, this bloke did drawings, except he used grey paper, and that works quite well as well. I don't quite like it as nice as these sketchbooks though. The smooth surface of these sketchbooks I really like. Yeah, I'm just looking at that bit of light on the lip. I always remember that the top lip is darker than the bottom lip, generally, when you're doing your drawings, because the light hits the bottom lip. Yeah. Really going for it with that white pencil, looking for the light areas. I pressed down a bit harder there for those light bits. Now I'm starting to think that I need to put the other brown into the eyes, and yeah, I was trying to work out where the dot of the pupil is. That's how I measured it. It's very easy, and I don't know if it's just my own personal laziness. It's very easy to think, oh, I can guess that, and not use the ruler and just go for it. When you really need to, if you're not quite sure, use the ruler. I have to say that to myself all the time. Use the ruler, because if I'm guessing, I could guess it wrong, so that's no good, is it? Don't want to be guessing it wrong when you want to do the best job you can. You want to be guessing it right. In fact, you don't want to be guessing. No guessing. No guess. Just doing it right. Yeah, I put in the white dots, but I end up using my gel pen to put the white dots of light in there. I start building up the shadows, and then I remember thinking to myself, I really should put the rest of the beard in. See, I think the process I'm going to use when I do faces is I'm going to do the eyes and the nose first, and then do in the mouth. So eyes, nose, and mouth are going to be my priority, and then I'm going to put in the head shape, and then I'll start working on detail. I rushed in for the detail in this. It's really hard to hold back, but I should have held back a bit more. But I really wanted to work on the eyes, because when you're doing a portrait, the eyes, they're just really important, because it's the first thing people look at. So you want them to be quite realistic. It's funny when you're doing eyes. One of them's always harder than the other. I found the right eye harder to do than the left eye on this one. No, the other way around. The left eye was harder than the right. I just kept getting it slightly off. Even when I was using the ruler, I just still couldn't get it quite right. I don't know why. Another tip, maybe I should save this tip for another video, but do drawings of characters you like. It just makes things more fun for you. He's a fun character, this one. So I wanted to have fun drawing, so I picked someone that I've had a go at drawing before, actually, a long time ago, and I did okay, but I knew now I could do better, so I wanted to revisit, and I chose a different picture, so I didn't want the same pose. I thought I'd really have a go at this one and try and get it looking pretty good. Yeah, something I've found when I'm doing portraits is I cover the mouth with my hand and look at the eyes, because I was thinking, am I getting a expression in the eyes? But if I look at the whole face, my mind was kind of looking, oh, am I getting the expression from the mouth or the eyes? So I cover the mouth and then look at the eyes only. Is a way that I can see if there's expression in the eyes. Not sure if that's making any sense. Hopefully it is. Hoping you get something out of these videos. I'm really trying to up my level of drawings and paintings, and giving you the information on how I did it, rather than just knocking out a load of pictures and then not being able to give enough information. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to up my level, and this seems to be a good way of doing it, because it's quite hard to talk and paint. I'm still going to do talking and painting episodes, but it is hard to talk and paint, so I thought, or talk and draw, so I thought if I talk over afterwards, I'd be able to really improve on the quality of videos. So yeah, the lighting was a bit weird. It made the white that I've put on really shine. And it wasn't actually as bright as that. So I've got my camera above the paper and coming down, and I've got a light up there. I ended up putting something over the light to soften it a bit, because it was a little bit too bright, but then I don't know how the camera's gone a bit weird and just made the white really white. Yeah, so I start putting in the eyebrows, and then, well, eyebrow, and then I think, well, I need to still do some more work on the beard. Darken it a little bit. Looking at the reference and looking at my picture, it's sort of going back and forth, and continuously back and forth, and then putting more in, and the more you do at this stage, the more you look at the reference picture and it starts looking very alike, and there's a good feeling when it starts to look similar to the reference. When you capture the essence of the reference, that's when I start to feel happy. I'm still learning. I'm still a beginner as well. But hopefully these tips that I give you will help you to improve as an artist as well. We can all improve together. So here we go, the eyebrow. Oh, the pencil broke. As one thing, when you buy your pencils off eBay, they get broken. So you end up sharpening it and the end falls out like that. And it's annoying. Although saying that, this one's been okay. Only broke a couple of times. The problem with postage and pencils, it just doesn't go. And it's hard to get around it because they get posted to places when they sell them as well, so I'll have to start making my own. Wonder how hard it is to make a pencil. Probably beyond me. Maybe I'll message Clive and ask him to start making me some pencils. Wonder if he's ever done anything like that. Seems to like making acrylics. Yeah, I started looking at the shadows on the face, and I thought I need to start building these shadows up. So I like just smudging it with your finger. I used to get told off for that when I was at school. I remember entering a competition, and I did quite a good pencil drawing of a pirate. Well, it was good for the time. I thought it was good anyway. And I smudged the pencil to make the effect, and it looks alright. And yeah, they didn't like the smudging for some reason, but I know it works, so why not? You should always do whatever. It doesn't matter. If you want to smudge a pencil, you should smudge it. I think some people just get a little bit snobby about what you do. I don't know. So yeah, it's starting to look like him. I put the I took a picture of it there, and then I thought, right, I think I posted it on Facebook again to show people what it was looking like. And then I thought, right, we need to do a little bit more detail, and that wave in the hair, that made it so much better, improved it so much more. And then there was little bits of light in the hair that I wanted to capture. Just these minor improvements, really. Just shading little bits. Used the wrong colour then. So I'm looking for the darkest areas now, and I thought I'll start putting in some darker bits and then start building up this hair on this side just to balance things out a bit. Oh yeah, I measured. I remember thinking I need to measure that bit, see where the hair comes out. This is looking quite amusing though. I'm looking forward to doing my next one. I've picked a fun one. If you like watching The Walking Dead, you'll recognise who I'm drawing. I was measuring the eye. I kept looking at the eye and thinking there's something not right. As I was putting those bits in, these little details at the end, they just make all the difference. Yeah, there we go. I was like, there's something not quite right there. It was just a slight movement of that part of the eye. That was it. That's all it needed. And a lot of the times that's all that's needed, a very slight change. But now I've got the eyes looking they look quite good actually. I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy with this picture actually. When I first started doing portraits, that was awful. It's good that the improvements are starting to appear. They're appearing slowly, but I am definitely improving. And I think, like I said at the beginning, toned paper, a white pencil, and using a ruler, those three things have just made my drawing so much better. So much better. And remembering to sharpen my pencil as well. You can't get accuracy with a blunt pencil. Yeah, I'm starting to go into the dark areas now and really darkening things up. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this drawing, and I hope this video has helped you out. I'm just gonna sign my name here, write my name I should say, and then stare at the picture for a bit, ask myself, is it alright, should I improve it? As I always do, because you can, there you go, look. I say to myself, no, it's finished, no, I can do a little bit more, and always, I can always do more, but you can always do more. You can never stop. You could keep going forever, but I wanted to keep the energy in the portrait, keep it looking sort of alive like it does, like the eyes look alive. If I keep going, I could mess that up, so I stopped. And yeah, so thanks very much for watching this episode, and let me know in the comments if you liked it, and let me know what you want to see next. Maybe you want to see a portrait of somebody specific, or maybe you want to see a painting of something. Let me know in the comments anyway. Thanks very much for watching, and if you'd like to sponsor the channel, check out my Patreon page. If you'd like to like the video, please do, and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, put them on in the comments or on my Facebook page. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Cheers, bye.